Okay, so we're gonna be doing the EX skill showcase or testing for the Blazing Gundam here as well. So we are gonna be taking on the same motivation stage. Just gonna be testing out some of these range over here. In terms of like damage output, don't expect too much out of that because I am gonna be using my CD build. So I don't think that build does not packs a lot of like good boosting trait obviously, so don't expect too much out of that. So what I want to do is test out over here just for the Blazing Punch, what kind of range we're looking at. This one does raise your defense by 20%, so that's something to just keep in mind right there as well. This one's going to be an 8-second first time uses right there. In terms of the kick combination, this one does have a 10% raise to melee attack, so that is good. 3-second usage, so you don't really need too many initial charge, for example, so this one's good. But in order to say I want to do good damage on this E skill, you would have to alterate it because you're only looking at D power right now, which is not going to be enough. This one I would say you definitely do want to alterate it if, for example, you did put a backpack. This one is going to be your Tonfa Rush over here, so equip your back mounted close range weapon to your arms and then unleash an ultra high speed combo. Because this attacks over here, I believe jump to S power after alteration, so definitely do have to alterate it. We don't really see too often. I assume this is probably the first one. This one is a 30-second cooldown E skill having an S power, so definitely it's a must right here. Unfortunately, you're not gonna get any additional like buffers over here, so that is a little bit unfortunate. But I guess this is what it is, right? In terms of like how it looks like in the game, this is how it looks like. In terms of like the red color, like I don't even know what color that is. Is it like a salmon color? Like a salmon red? I don't know. It looks like an off red to me. Yeah. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull the head, so I am going to be using the Gundam head in replacement right here. But something I do want to point out, like I don't like the leg. It's just something about the leg. It looks odd to me. I don't know. It's just kind of me personally. I don't really like it. But something about this one, this thing is actually the Gundam itself already. The leg part right there, the claw used to be in the arm. And then in terms of the armor there, you have those like sign biters. Those used to be in the back, and they're just made a little bit smaller. So that is that. So that's pretty much it from the overall design of it. Nothing else had kind of changed. I think you just kind of added more, a little bit of a thruster part right there, a little more of like a vents right there in the shoulder, so that should be pretty much it, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull the melee module of the Tonfa, but I guess I can just kind of skip out on it, just because the sub-slot option is not going to be your best. Because currently we don't really have too many weaponry that is a module type, so even if I do pull one copy of it, I don't even think I can possibly use it, right? So I will put this on skin, and then I will put this on my melee build or the CD build, the cooldown reduction build, and see what kind of stuff we can do. It's just more of like an experiment, I guess. I just want to see what they can actually do in combat, and then from that point, I can just kind of rate a little bit more on what the overall gist of the Blazing Gundam is actually. So we'll be right back. Alright, we are here. So first things first, I do need to check out the first wave over here. I guess that can be a good demonstration of what the skill can do. Let me first start off with maybe this one over here. What does this do? Okay, it does have a pretty good range, like 4 range to it. Okay, not bad. What about the kick combination? Let's see. Whoops. So that's, oh, I didn't even click on it. Okay. Not bad. So many like, it looks like a breakdancing move over here like for me personally. But you're not really immune to getting hit, so the that's not good at all. This one I am. Alright, so like if I were to get hit by this right here, yeah, that knocks me out, so that's not good for this E skill right here. Like you see what he's doing over there? He's backing up, so like in terms of these type of E skill, you have a pretty high chance of just missing it. So let me actually go back to my stage. Oh no, I lured him in. No. I was trying to go back here front and center and just trying to like see what kind of range we were looking at, but I guess I will have to take them out first. Okay. Let me come back around. Yeah, look at like Blazing at them out here doing so many breakdancing moves. Okay. So I'm right here. Front and center. Unfortunately, not really too centered for it, but let's see. Okay, let me first start off with this one over here, the Blazing Punch. Okay, pretty good, I guess. You're not really fully from center to that front line right there. The first line, you're not really there yet until you kind of use this one. Does have some pretty cool effects right there, like those what is it? Those forearm binders that kind of open up a little bit. I don't know if this one is like an awakening skills, so that is something I do want to check out later on probably. So the buffs, in terms of the defensive buff, it comes right after you use it. So that's something to just kind of keep in mind. So if while you're executing it, let's say you're getting hit by some melee enemy, for example, so you're getting some melee slashes, you will be taking just a little bit tab more than you would have if you were to get the buff prior to it. So I guess that's something to just kind of add on right there as well. So let me try out the late EX skill just to see. Can I kind of get right here? All right. This one is, yeah, this one is pretty far, just by a slight tap, I would say. This one as well, so it's not gonna be like, oh, while you're executing it, you get the melee buff. It's right after that, so it's fine. I wouldn't say it's fine, right? I would ideally want the buffs to be while I'm executing it, so I can get the buffer as well. But alright, I guess I need to try out the Rush Tonfa as well. I just want to see how far of a range. If we're just front and center right here, okay. Okay, let me try to get right here. Okay, come on, it's a little bit hard to get front and center. Okay, what about this one? It's not it's not much of a rush from the description. That's worrisome for me. Like, it's not even that far. Yeah, that's a problem. To be honest, if it would have been like if you actually dash into your opponent, that would have been great. But let me see. Yeah, if I would have just stopped right there, you're not getting it. That's the sad part. Yeah, you're not even getting it at that range. What? You have to be literally right in front of your enemy to just kind of execute that. So I don't really like that. But I guess you can't really expect too much out of a 30-second cooldown EX skill. If, for example, this one was your like testing EX skill, for example, I would expect a little bit better. But in terms of the animation wise, it does look pretty cool. Like so many multiple hits right there. Let me see if this is more of like an AoE-ish in terms of like the swipe. Are we getting both enemy? Yeah, you can technically say yes if you're able to take down one of the enemy. So let me see if I would if I'm gonna get hits right here. No, I'm pretty safe right there because usually these guys over here can kind of knock you back. Okay, not bad in that situation. Okay, I'm just kind of like using it, just kind of testing it out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I am seeing a lot of breakdancing move right here. So I get in terms of like the kick combination, right? What about, yeah? I would say the Blazing Punch has a little bit more like forward dash. Yeah, a little bit. It's noticeable. I would say compared to like I don't know this one over here. You will not get the reach unless your opponent kind of rush into you. Like otherwise you're kind of out of luck right there. But overall, it's good. Not bad. Is it something I would like alterate it? Definitely a yes for the backpack one. Maybe the arm as well, but the arm maybe as well because it does have like a good dash to it and a pretty good combo, I would say. Okay, not bad. I do want to say that is like an awakening. I don't know. I'll come back around. I wanna get something out that kind of proctor like some kind of modification part, so I would know if that is like an awakening part. But all right, not bad overall, not bad. All right, so I'm gonna come back around one more time, just for a quick check, to see if this is an awakening both skill. So I equip myself a unicorn shield, because unicorn does have a transformation or a purge mode, I don't or whatever you call it. So I also equip with the guy on the back as well just to see if it will proctor anything. Let's see. Did we? Did it open? No, it did not. Okay, so that is safe to say that the Blazing Punch is not awakenable skills. So right, yeah, it's not awakenable. So all right, so that's a quick check right there. Because I thought right, because like those side panels kind of open up from the arm and it missed some green effects right there. But unfortunately, is not the case. What about the leg? Is there any green effects? No. Interesting. I mean, like, why? Because like in the promotional pictures, uh, the Blazing Gundam was using like a green effect part, so I don't know why that did not get some sort of that treatment. So I guess, but anyways, that should be pretty much it. I just want to test that out, so we will just kind of quit at this point. Alright, with that being said, that was just a quick EXQ testing showcase for the Blazing Gundam over here. Overall, I am pretty satisfied animation wise in terms of the EXQ over here. I think I like the armor a lot just because it just gave me a little bit of a dash forward compared to the other two EXQ. And I feel like the armor is not something you really do need to alterate in order to like do more damage. Obviously, any alterated EXQ should do more damage wise, but if you guys are, let's say, lacking some capitals or some resources for whatever reason, just doing that B plus power should be sufficient enough. If that is what it is, right? It should be B plus. Yeah, B plus. I would say in most case scenario is just a perfect war already. It should be pretty good. I think it does go up to A minus afterward. I mean, if you do want to get that little extra bit of a damage into it, yes. But if not, I feel like this thing an alterate is perfectly fine. In terms of the kick combination, you do have to alterate it because D power is definitely not going to be cutting it at any point in time. So that is if you do like the kick combination and you would like to use it for whatever occasion, you will have to alterate it. Same goes to the backpack as well because this one does go up to a S power. At the end of the day, if you guys do like shorter cooldown EQ that does S power, this one definitely has to be alterated. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it for the Blazing Gundam over here. This is another unit that is outside of the G Fighter series that did receive a mobile fighter tag, so that right up here leads up to so many possibility later on with what they can do with this tower there. So pretty good, but just a little bit unfortunate in terms of the melee weapon. They didn't bother to give it like a dual type, dual wielding, or like a dual saber type because that would definitely make that melee weapon a lot more viable. I feel like melee module completely kills it if you're not able to pull that second dupe. So that should be pretty much it. I do have one more ECU showcase testing showcase. That is going to be the Mobile Somo, if I remember that's the name of it. That was a recently added unit with alteration, so I do want to showcase that one as well. It's more of like alteration review plus EXQ showcase all in one. So with that being said, that should be pretty much it for this video, and then we'll catch you guys out on the next one.